Right, welcome back to More Knowledge, and this is a scene from the movie Resident Evil, and let's play this like. Right, so in that sequence from that movie, right, you had like a cube grid, right, like a grid pattern, chopping the block into bits and all that, right, like a grid pattern, cube, right, like lots of little cubes, right. So basically, what I'm thinking is that could just be the definition of this cube idea, right? Now, the start of it is basically they were slicing dice and cube meat, right? So, as we know, like the type of shin idea is to devour the prey, right? Devour the prey type of thing. So, I'm just thinking the slice and dice, right? Obviously, when you have cookery, you have like ideas about slicing and dicing. Um, Slice and dice. Right? You have the idea about cube meats, and a cube steak. Right? Yeah, a cut of beef that has been tenderized and flattened by pounding with a meat tenderizer. There's the flattened idea again, right? It's what you often see, right? In the cubing, see, cutting meats into bits, see, slice and dice, cubing meats. So I'm thinking this could be the origins of basically the cube idea. Right? And obviously it's sort of, when you look at it in today's stuff, it's all technological, that type of thing to do with this cube, like the cyber, yeah. The cyber idea and all this, cyberspace as they call it, right? But I'm just thinking it basically come from this. Basically chopping an enemy into little bits. Simple as that. And making, meat out of them and all that, right? Sliced and diced. So you have the Cain killed Abel, right, type of idea, right? As we know, very big for Masonic, in the Masonic community, right? And if you look at the type of Cain and Abel, right, you've got the type of cubal idea, the cube idea within Cain and Abel, see, the cubal. And of course, Tubal Cain, the cubal Cain, basically, right? Cubal. So you got this cube stuff, right? And of course, Cain chopped up, chopped down the Abel. Obviously, killed Abel and that. A little bit of cube stones there, like 4 stones and a cube stone, cap stone on the top. Of course, chopped down Abel. Different versions of that, like some say it's a stone, and others like like a sword blade or whatever. Of course, sheep in the background. There's sheep. The 7 there. Nice 7. So we're very representative to these Masonic communities, like. And they're looking for some Tubal Cain or cube read. Obviously you get the Tubal Cain in the hex. Yeah, Tubal Cain in the hex symbol, right? Tubal Cain, Cubal, Tin, Cubal. there's a funny thing like Eden the Enoch cube. So I don't know what that is, probably Masonic like, you know, EE, the 33. Apparently reach when you have a Rubik's Cube. They've got a special Rubik's Cube called a Shepherd's Cube. Which I didn't know about, like, Shepherd's Cube. And that's the like arrows pointed on it and all that, so Shepherd's Cube. And in mathematics, you have the square root. X, Y, and all this. Square root. We got in the Bible with the word cube, right? And the city lies 4 square, with its width the same as its length. The city was shaped like a cube. Right? So obviously a cube thing there. Right? Revelations 21:16. So your 777 code, or your 3, and then your 1-6, you got your hex and your 7. So quite a lot of code there, like. See this city cube, right? Sun on analytics, right? The city cube and the transformative resilience. So there's obviously a link between the city and the cube, right? Of course, a cube in geometry, a hexahedron, and the 5 platonics, Plato, like platonic solids, like Plato's cave, right? And all the Plato's cave idea as well, right? So you have Plato's cave, right? An allegory of the cave, or Plato's cave, where the effect of education and lack of it on our nature, right? Of course, it's about shadow of puppets and all that, but look at the word cave, right? Basically same as cube, because the the vowels are interchangeable, right? And that's basically the same as cube, the cave, right? The idea of cavemen is like backwards men, you know, like prehistoric subhumans and all this, you know, like cavemen. So basically you're talking about cube men, right? What do you think is knowledge? So obviously you're not referring directly to the hex idea, right? All the lies, what they teach you and tell you and all that, right? Of course, Plato's cave, Plato's cube, right? The cube men, belief versus knowledge. You know, very interesting stuff really with Plato's cube and a natural geometry of fragmentation, right? Plato postulated that the idealized form of Earth's building blocks is a cube, the only space-filling platonic solid, right? So think about that type of idea. We're not a space idea, right? And we're not about the natural idea, right? What that means, natural and supernatural, right? Cubes, a shape rarely found in nature. So basically, you know, cubes is the day with trances, right? Rarely found in nature. So the idea of the cube, say, is a fake type of idea. Whereas you have round circles, right, occurring naturally in nature and life, right? You don't generally have cubes occurring naturally. It's man-made. It's like Tubal-Cain and all that. It's trans-made, saying the cube. So the idea of cavemen, see, is a total fake, because the cavemen is the same as the cube men. Shards of rock and ice. Plato liked the cubes, he liked the caves. There you go, and this is all trans stuff, isn't it? Because there's no cubes in nature, right? And they're making cubes of it because of dirty tea, aren't they? The world is a cube, eh? Yeah, well, Plato said the earth is made of cubes. And obviously, this is a fake image of the earth, right? This is a fake image. And also the idea it's made of cubes is also a fake, right? So we're talking about Masonic ideas about squares and circles and all this, right? Of course, there probably is no shape to the realm or plane what we live in type of thing, see? Because you can't view it externally. It's like subjective view from inside your own self, innit? So it could be any shape. If you wanted to be, triangular with purple spots on or whatever it could be. You could say that because for you it would be that, really. There isn't a universally agreed upon idea, see, and that's why I always try and make these type of things to make everybody think the same and all that, see. Because they're basically hiding the sort of the true knowledge of that there isn't a shape to this stuff. You can't think like that, right? So this Plato character is very big in the big inside their stuff. You see what I'm saying? Three-dimensional Euclidean space. So there are cubes in this stuff. Well, not a 6, that they were a hex. So very, you can see why I'd always use cube, eh? Cube and hex go together like strawberries and cream, eh? More cubes, triangles and circles and everything, see what I mean? These dirty tea. The dirty tea, the late Neolithic people of Scotland there. Rounded knobs. The dirty tea drinkers, end of it. Hexahedron cube represents Earth. The dirty teas. See, the caveman idea is a cube man, and it's basically one of their sick ideas, and they're symbolising their hate for natural people and all that, right? Neanderthals, see, these things didn't exist in reality, right? Because it's whatever's there now is what it always was, right? Like people, like different types of people and that. There was none of this stuff like cavemen. This is one of their ideas, right? Cube men, so taking the piss out of naturals again. The cube dwellers.